Hey loves, my name is Caroline. I'm a physician, an astrologer, an Akashic record reader. Welcome, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at the Mercury cycle and twin flames. The planet Mercury has a very special significance with twin flames. It is the ruler of the sign of Gemini, and Gemini rules twins, it rules siblings, and Mercury is the messenger of the gods. And I have been tracking this cycle for a number of years now. And I do believe there is an absolute connection between the Mercury cycle and what goes on between twin flames. So we're going to have a look because next year is a really big year. We're going to talk about that as we move along in the video. But the Mercury retrogrades have a 6 to 7 year cycle. They happen in the same element in the chart, you know, every 6 to 7. So they happen in the same area of your chart every 6 to 7 years. So now we're just ending the past year. I want to say year and a half to 2 years. We had Mercury retrogrades in water signs, right? So very emotional Mercury retrogrades, very deep, you know, hidden things into Scorpio Mercury retrogrades and Pisces Mercury retrograde and the Cancer ones in the summer. But now starting in, I believe it's February or January, we're starting a fresh cycle of air signs for the Mercury retrogrades, which I'll show you in a minute. So I've fast forwarded the clock, and I've cleared the entire chart of all other planets just to make it, just so you guys can see how this works. So we have the sun here and the planet Mercury here. Obviously, you know, the Earth is right here in the middle. It's not quite how it works. I mean, you know, really the sun is at the center of our, you know, of our solar system, and we go around the sun. But anyway, for visual and intended purposes for what you needed for, we're just gonna leave it at that. So on September 24th, Mercury hit the 26 degrees of Libra, which is called its shadow, right? So what that means, the shadow is that Mercury will keep traveling forward until the 11th degree of Scorpio, turn retrograde, come all the way back down to 26 degrees of Libra, turn direct, and keep moving forward. So entering the shadow just means that this is the degree onto which it will station direct on November 3rd. So if we fast forward here by the day, okay, so right now the sun and Mercury are both moving forward. Mercury just entered its shadow. Now Mercury enters Scorpio. You can see the dates. We're moving the dates. We're fast forwarding one day at a time. So once Mercury will hit it's starting to slow down. It's going to hit 11 degrees. It's starting to slow down. And then on the 14th, you can see it turned retrograde. So now Mercury's got a little RX, okay? And it's not actually moving backwards, but it's like, it's passing the Earth because it's so quickly. So it's kind of like when you're passing a car on the highway, it looks like you're going backwards. It's a little bit kind of what's going on here. So now Mercury is retrograding. So you can see it's sort of like on a collision to meet up with the sun. So the sun and Mercury on October, I think it was on the 25th. They meet up at the same degree, same spot in the sky. Okay, so we call this, when Mercury retrograde meets up with the sun, it's got like a new moon energy. Okay, we call that the inferior conjunction. And that starts a brand new 4 months Mercury cycle. Okay, so we're gonna just keep on fast forwarding so you guys can see what happens. Mercury will keep on retrograding, but it has met up with the sun, and the sun keeps on moving forward. And now Mercury will start to slow down in the 26th degree of Libra, which is, hint, hint, making a hard square to Saturn, but we will, let's not get off on a tangent here. We're gonna keep going. And on November 3rd, boom, Mercury turns direct. Oh, it's actually the 25th degree. So now Mercury's direct, a bit slow in the beginning, but it will pick up speed. Okay, and now Mercury is chasing the sun, if you will. Mercury's behind the sun. Okay, and we're progressing the dates. We're getting towards the end of November here. And the sun is actually already in Sagittarius. And Mercury just kind of trails behind, chasing the sun. And he will catch up. He will catch up. And look, if we fast forward here, okay, this is kind of like crazy. Mercury catches up to the sun at 0 degrees of Capricorn. Wow, this is super powerful. So on December 21st, which is a huge date anyway, because we have the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction. Okay, that happens once every 20 years. That is happening one sign over at 0 degrees of Aquarius. So this is huge, you guys. It's like, could this be like the winter solstice has a huge, huge energy of new beginning in so many different ways. So yeah, this is huge because it's starting a new Saturn Jupiter cycle in air signs, right? So there's that. And we're starting in 2021 a new Mercury cycle also in air signs. This is going to be such a breath of fresh air. I can't even tell you guys. Okay, so the superior conjunction has the energy of a full moon, right? This is the full moon. It's when Mercury finally catches up. There will be some sort of development, okay, with your twin, depending on what house that Mercury cycle got started, okay, back in November. Okay, depending on what house, and if you need help figuring out what house that's happening for you or for your twin, do book a reading and we will have a look at that together. The information is down below, but there's going to be some sort of development. It always depends, what kind of a house that's happening in. But once you're made aware and you're conscious of this cycle and you start paying attention, it will blow your mind. So we're going to keep on moving forward. Because now Mercury is ahead of the sun. Now Mercury in January enters Aquarius, where it will start a brand new Mercury cycle in air signs of communication. So here we go. It should start. Okay. So at 26 degrees of Aquarius, okay, if you guys have any planets in fixed signs, this is going to hit you the hardest. Aquarius is a fixed sign. So if you have anything in Scorpio around 26 degrees, if you have anything in Leo around 26 degrees, or if you have anything in Taurus, which I do. Gosh, I've got my Jupiter at 26 degrees of Taurus. Interesting. Good to know. It's going to affect you the most. And so now we're starting, Mercury will retrograde and meet up with the sun at 20 degrees. Gosh, 2020, you guys. 20 degrees of Aquarius is where now we're closing the previous cycle and we're starting a brand new cycle in 2020 on February 8th. The sun and Mercury meet, brand new cycle in inferior conjunction again. So we're starting a new cycle, and this is going to be in a completely different place of the chart than the last one was. So we're going to keep moving. Now Mercury's still going retrograde, completely all in Aquarius. And then on February 21st, it turns direct, and now we start again. Mercury will start chasing the sun. And they catch up. This is just going to be a very potent year because anything at the 29, either at 0 or 29 degrees, when there's eclipses at 29 or 0 degrees, we feel it the most. But these two are meeting up, at 29 degrees. This is going to be not so. But so April 18th, they're going to meet up. So this will be the full moon. That will be like the culmination of wherever, the Aquarius inferior conjunction happened in your chart. This will be like there's going to be some sort of little crescendo over here. Okay, and we're going to keep going. Now Mercury's ahead of the sun. They're moving through Taurus. Now Mercury enters Gemini, its home sign of Gemini. Okay, and it should turn retro pretty soon. Here we go, retrograde. So now we're in the month of May. We're headed into June. Yeah, we're in June. And we're having a Mercury retrograde in Gemini in its home sign. So retro, 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 retro. Again, 20 degrees. Holy moly, you guys, this is potent. So now we're closing out that cycle that started in Aquarius, and we're starting a brand new Sun Mercury cycle in Gemini. So this is June. So again, you want to pay attention what house that's happening in, which will be completely different than your Aquarius house. Okay, let's see. All right. So now on June 23rd, Mercury turns direct. And it starts again, starts to chase the sun. Let's go see where they meet up this time. I love Leo season. All right, so now the superior conjunction or the full moon is happening at 9 degrees of Leo. So that's going to be sort of like a little crescendo moment, you know, of what happened, what got started, what house got started in for the Gemini retrograde. And now Mercury is ahead. You guys are totally getting the gist, but I do want to make it to the last one. So now Mercury enters Libra for its third retrograde of 2021. And it's going to turn retrograde right around the 25th degree. And yeah, right around the 16th degree of Libra, it's going to make another inferior conjunction. So now we're closing out the last cycle and we're starting a brand new cycle wherever Libra is in your chart. And yeah, this is how it works. And so in 2022, the Mercury retrogrades are going to be like half an air sign, but they're going to start moving into the earth signs. And in 2023, it's going to be all earth signs Mercury retrograde. In 2024, it's going to be earth and fire. In 2025, it's going to be all fire Mercury retrogrades. You guys kind of see how that works? These are cycles that are there, you know, at infinity. I mean, it's just something that you will start to notice in your chart. And it's kind of a fun thing to go back and see what's happened, you know, in previous Mercury retrogrades, you know, 6 or 7 years back. So I wanted to share this with you guys because it is a really big year coming up for twin flames. There's going to be more and more and more communications. When Mercury retrogrades, it is the closest to the earth. And so it's just a very important time to be mindful of our words, you know, more than ever. And yeah. So definitely keep this in the back of your mind. If you have trouble locating your houses, or you would like some more help with your chart, reach out. The information is down in the box below. I would also love to invite you guys to sign up for my New Moon Manifestation newsletter, where I guide my subscribers every single month. It's pretty much a book club on the book New Moon Astrology by Jan Spiller, The Secrets of Astrological Timings to Make All of Your Dreams Come True. So there's 8 hours every single month following the new moon that is more potent than the other 720 hours every month to write down your wishes for what you want in your life. And when you wish, you don't have to like push so hard for what you want. You start to magnetically attract it to you, but it's got to be done correctly. There are rules to this, and it's got to be done at the right time for you to start co-creating with the divine, you know, your sacred life, your best life ever, I should say. And so, yeah, that's a free service that I offer my email subscribers. You will start to receive, like, I think three emails the first few days that show you exactly how to do this. And then I send out reminders as to exactly when that time of the month is every single month. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for being here today. I will talk to you guys next week. I will come out with a new moon video for our new moon in Scorpio happening in November. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.